Hi everybody, welcome to a special edition of the Boston Sports Podcast for Friday, April 26th. Obviously, as we tape this show right now, it's about 5 minutes away from the start of the NFL Draft. So tonight we thought we'd have some live reactions here as we are getting closer to the point where the Chicago Bears are going to be on the clock and let the fun begin. As you can see, we have the NFL Network here. We'd like to thank them for not minding if we just kind of make them a part of our podcast tonight. I would like to say, just prior to us going on the air here, we just heard from their man Ian Rappaport that right now 2 teams have been actively involved in trying to entice the Patriots to trade out of number 3. That is the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings, okay? According to what Ian Rappaport just said about a few minutes ago, the Patriots right now are leaning towards staying at 3 and taking the quarterback that is available to them. Now, again, the major suspense for Patriots fans are these first 3 picks, or picks 2 and 3. Everybody's pretty clear that pick number 1 is going to go to the Chicago Bears. Well, it goes to the Chicago Bears. They're going to take USC quarterback Caleb Williams, okay? We're pretty clear. It's almost a foregone conclusion Williams will go first in tonight's draft. Now, the second pick is where it's going to get interesting. The Washington Commanders have not really made a firm commitment to either Daniels or Maye, Jaden Daniels of LSU, Drake Maye of North Carolina, except to say that sources around the NFL, based upon what we have heard from various news outlets, believe that the Commanders favor Daniels as their pick. Now you can see the breaking news thing down there. But all that is A.J. Brown agreeing to a 3-year, $96 million extension with the Philadelphia Eagles. So don't look at that and say, oh my gosh, the Patriots have already traded down. Okay? There's Marvin Harrison Jr., who might likely be the 4th pick. The 4th pick belongs to the Arizona Cardinals. Now here's how we're going to handle this. Now we're going to bring you coverage of the first 3 picks, as long as we don't get advance word that the Patriots have traded down. We'll edit it down for time. Now, of course, you'll be watching this on Friday morning. You're watching this here, and you already know how this has turned out. So we're just giving you our live reaction here. This is not a live broadcast. This is recorded. So we're going to just watch how this unfolds here. We've got the commentary of the NFL Network people here. Rich Eisen, Joel Klatt on loan from Fox Sports, Charles Davis, and Daniel Jeremiah. So some real keen football minds there. I am really amazed that NFL Network got Joel Klatt here, who normally is a football analyst on Saturdays for Fox Sports. So here he is, like I said, kind of on loan. So anyway, we will, of course, be hearing soon from Roger Goodell, and when we do, you'll be, of course, hearing the reaction the commissioner usually gets. So we will take a quick break. They're on a commercial break, so we will take a quick break, and we'll be back when they're back. So just stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
All right, Detroit.
Well.
Okay. Detroit, we got fans from 32 teams right down here, and of course all the Detroit faithful in the back. Welcome to all of you, and most importantly, thank you to Detroit. You guys have been awesome. All right. You ready to get this show on the road?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, the 2024 NFL Draft is now underway. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock.
They're not. The Bears are probably more poorly received in Detroit than Commissioner Goodell is. I think it's really funny that I think the only pro sports commissioner that really doesn't get booed, although I admit I haven't seen an NBA draft in quite a while, is Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA. But Rob Manfred, Major League Baseball commissioner, Gary Bettman, the NHL commissioner, they're equally as not well received. Okay, 10 minutes per pick here in the first round. Now you can see the countdown right there, 9:25. The Bears are on the clock. This is their war room. They're sitting there like, yeah, we know. We're just letting a little time run off, let these other teams decide. I mean, they pretty much know. This is an interesting war room picture here. A totally placid, nobody's sitting there, just sitting there like this, nobody's saying anything. Because they know who they're taking. This is not suspenseful. The next pick will start the suspense from the evening, okay? But we all know who they're going to take. They got 8 minutes and 45 seconds to make the pick, but we all know. So Caleb Williams. My take on Caleb Williams, I've talked about this before. Does he have the maturity to succeed in the NFL? We know he has the talent. Did a couple things this year were a little bit of a turnoff, like that scene where he, I guess, blew off all the reporters after a loss, and then there was one loss where he went into the stands and famously cried in his mother's arms. But again, the Bears believe in his talent. The Bears believe in what they think he can do. They've whiffed on Mitchell Trubisky. They've whiffed on Justin Fields. They can't whiff on this one. Okay, this is like, they're kind of like the Patriots. They better be awfully sure that Caleb Williams is their guy. Okay? So they're in the kind of the same boat the Patriots are. Because the Bears do not have a long history of great quarterbacks. The year the Bears beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 20, for example, Jim McMahon was their quarterback. Now, while McMahon did well, he's not among the greatest quarterbacks in the last 50 years. It could be said that the best Bears quarterback that they have ever had probably goes back to almost around World War II. But anyway, so the Bears are on the clock. Now you can see Caleb Williams taking a call on his cell phone, which might mean, oh my gosh, something's happening. We've got a percussion section in here. We can start the drum roll. We're just kidding. But Caleb Williams is probably getting the call right now. Congratulations, you're going to become the top pick in the NFL draft. It's like that guy on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire who, on the last one, used his lifeline to call his father up and said, hey, I don't need anything, Dad. I just want to tell you because I'm going to win $1 million because the answer is blah, 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 final answer, and you won $1 million. That's kind of like what this is like. Okay, Caleb Williams knows what's going to happen. The Chicago Bears know what's going to happen. We're down to 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Again, we want to remind everybody, 10-minute time limit on picks. In past years, it's been 15 minutes, but it's down to 10 minutes. Okay? Now, we do not see anything here that says the pick is in. But look at now, they're down. Again, I believe this is a courtesy to all the other teams, so that they have just a little more time. I think several GMs, or maybe even Commissioner Goodell, asked the Bears, look, even if we know you're going to pick the quarterback from USC, take your time. Give the other teams a little bit of time to make deals and phone calls. It should also be stated there, that it just showed, that the Bears got this pick from the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers should be picking first, but they got this pick last year from Chicago, or they gave the pick to Chicago in return for the rights to draft their quarterback Bryce Young. who has turned out to be not a good pick. Well, it's just year one. We'll see what happens. Okay? So, okay, over halfway through the Bears' time limit here, and it is still not, pick is still not in yet, officially. But, again, it will be interesting also. Now, of course, the Bears traded away Justin Fields. It will be interesting to see if they throw Williams right to the fire. Because we've talked about with the Patriots here, they have, we've made a big deal of whoever the Patriots pick tonight as a quarterback, or if, say, they trade down, maybe they pick their quarterback tomorrow in round 2. Okay, pick is in, so. All right, suspense is over. I'm wondering if Caleb Williams will get thrown right into the fire and be a starter this year. Okay, so pretty soon we're going to hear from Roger Goodell, and he will tell us what we all presume to know. So this, again, should not be any surprise to anybody. The only way it is a surprise is if it's not Caleb Williams. So technically, Washington's on the clock right now, but of course they have to send the pick to the commissioner, and he has to go up to the podium, read the name, and then Caleb Williams has to come out, give the commissioner a bear hug, and put on a Chicago Bears jersey. You know the drill. Okay. But anyway, we will hear from the commissioner here in just a second. So the Bears have made their pick, and Washington is on the clock. So we will, I think we'll keep it here, because I think Caleb Williams is about ready to hear his professional dreams come true. Here we go. Let's.
Known, and then the intrigue will begin with the Washington Commanders on the
That
clock.
is true. Here we go. Here's Commissioner Goodell.
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
There he is, a Detroit cheer.
Okay. Detroit Lions fans, of course, not liking the Bears. So, all right, that's it. Official, Caleb Williams chosen as the number 1 pick. Okay, so nothing from Adam Schefter yet. Again, I'm keeping tabs here on my cell phone for any kind of breaking news. If we hear it from Adam Schefter, it'll come in over here. If we hear it from Ian Rappaport, it'll come in here. But there's Caleb Williams, the top pick in this year's NFL Draft, as expected. We'll see him walk down the corridor here. Takes his Chicago Bears hat, and he's looking like a real happy man, and now he's sounding like a real happy man. There's the bear hug, and of course the jersey. And this is amazing. I don't know how they do this. They've got a shirt all made up for him. This is Williams. I don't know if that's the case with all the others, if they can just real quick emboss the name on there and then hand it to the commissioner once we have the pick made. But this is, of course, Caleb Williams' moment of high triumph here. Of course, Bears fans hope that this really isn't his moment of high triumph, but that he will have lots of successes as the quarterback of the Bears. Okay, now, so now we go to high anxiety moment number 1 for the Patriots. Okay? Washington is on the clock. Who will they take? We know they will take a quarterback. The question is who? LSU's Jaden Daniels, the Heisman Trophy winner, or North Carolina's Drake Maye? Because whoever they don't take, we assume, again, unless something mind-blowing comes up, the Patriots will take Maye with the 3rd pick. Again, about 5 minutes before we went on the air here, Ian Rappaport of NFL Network mentioned that the Giants and Vikings have contacted the Patriots, but the feeling is that the Patriots will hang on to the number 3 pick and take whichever is the best quarterback available. Now, we'll talk about this a little bit more when the Patriots are on the clock. Again, unless we get word here that they trade down. But when the Patriots are on the clock, we'll talk about who's left. Then we have to also talk about J.J. McCarthy. But again, we'll hold off on that because J.J. McCarthy is not yet in play here, we don't believe. We think this is going to be either, again, Daniels or Maye. And we do not yet see how much time, we do not yet see how much time that the Redskins have on the clock. I cannot see any kind of indication. All right, but we'll take a little break here, and we'll come back with more on Washington's first-round pick, which, again, is incredibly important to the Patriots. Coming up in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back here at the NFL Draft. Here's the Washington Commanders War Room. We have somebody here on the phone. We have 3 minutes and 10 seconds left before the Patriots are on the clock. And now you can feel tension mounting a little bit, okay? I think a lot of you out there might be getting a little nervous perhaps, but we are just a couple minutes away from the Patriots being on the clock here. Now, again, the consensus from all of the football experts who understand, or they say they understand the situation in Washington and who they've heard from, the consensus is it's going to be Daniels. It's going to be Daniels that's going to be taken by the Redskins. And again, they only have maybe a few minutes left, maybe about, pick is in. Okay, so the Commanders have made their pick. And the Patriots are on the clock. We're 9:39, as you can see up there. The Patriots are on the clock. So they're 30 seconds in, and now, of course, Ian Rappaport is talking about Jaden Daniels. They're not talking about a trade. Okay, so, again, this is big for the Patriots. They've got to see who they picked. And right now, of course, the Patriots are going to be hearing feverishly from other teams, especially Giants and Vikings. And pretty soon here, we're going to be listening to the commissioner. And let's see if we have the commissioner coming out. Okay.
Washington draft choice of the post-Dan Snyder era.
Here he comes.
It's the Josh Harris, Magic Johnson et al. Era.
Important moment number 1 for the Patriots at hand. Here we go. Here's the commissioner.
With the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jaden Daniels, quarterback, LSU.
So it is the reigning Heisman
so
Trophy winner.
Daniels does indeed go to the Commanders. Okay, all right, Patriots are on the clock. So the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels from LSU, goes to the Washington Commanders. So now the Patriots are on the clock with probably the most important choice of the last 30 years. Okay, this is 30, 35 years. Okay. Again, no, I'm going to be watching my cell phone here if anything comes up from Adam Schefter. They'll say here, breaking news, trade, it'll say here if there was a trade. But now I'm right now, I'll check and see if we get anything from Adam Schefter. But as you can see, Jaden Daniels taking the stage here. There's the bear hug. And did they make up a Daniels shirt for him? There's number 1. Yeah, they did. They've got something. They've got to have something there that puts names on the back of those jerseys. So, all right. So that's the Washington Commanders war room. Clapping. They got their man standing up and cheering. Jaden Daniels going to the Commanders. The Patriots are on the clock. We will take a quick break. We'll step aside and come back and talk about the most important pick in Patriot history over the last 30, 35, 40 years. Who will it be, or will they trade down? We'll be right back. Okay, this is Bob George. We're back here at the draft, and the Patriots pick is in. So, they have made their pick. Let's
no trade. New England has made the pick, and it is in. And Ian Rappaport, what do you have?
Rich, over the last several hours, I think it was pretty clear most teams thought the Patriots would make the pick, but it was not without a little bit of drama. My understanding is the Vikings and Giants made one last-ditch effort to the Patriots to try to get them off the number 3 overall pick. In the end, the Patriots opt likely for their franchise quarterback rather than a big-time trade.
All right, so
Does it surprise you?
All right, there's the Patriots war room. There's Gerard Mayo. There's Bob Kraft.
I said don't get cute. They're not getting cute. They're not even using the full 10 minutes.
I'm not seeing Jonathan Kraft. Where is he?
You take him.
Where's Jonathan Kraft? I don't see him.
Right away. You provided something.
But they're on the phone with somebody.
Right now, and that is hope for the future.
And so we have to postulate that it's Drake Maye, but it could be J.J. McCarthy. So don't expect Drake Maye just yet. All right, that took only 5 minutes to make their pick. You heard Ian Rappaport saying that. Let me just turn it down here for a second. We'll bring it back up when the commissioner comes out. I'd be careful though. All they did was decided not to trade the pick. I don't think that it's a cinch that they take Drake Maye. It's going to be either Drake Maye or J.J. McCarthy. I don't think that at 3 the Patriots would be well advised to take J.J. McCarthy. Again, I've said this on previous podcasts. Okay, here comes Goodell. Who again gets warmly received by the crowd. Here we go. The Patriots have made their pick, ladies and gentlemen. The commissioner.
With the 3rd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Drake Maye, quarterback, North Carolina.
It's Drake Maye. There it is. We'll keep the volume up for a little longer here. So Drake Maye, North Carolina, 6'4", 223 pounds. So Maye will be coming to Foxborough. Now, again, the question remains, what will he do during his first year? Will he start like Mac Jones did 3-4 years ago? I hope not. But we'll get to that in just a bit. Maye, a big quarterback with a strong arm, and it's at least the Patriots made the safe pick. I think making the safe pick here with Drake Maye, and I'm happy, I admit. I'm glad they are taking Maye. Much as I love J.J. McCarthy, from Michigan, I don't think that would have been the right pick. There it is.
Themselves in some of those high-scoring affairs. This is an unbelievable athlete here in Drake Maye.
All right, we'll leave it on here for just a little bit longer, just so you can see. This is the
Anticipation passer, middle of the field. He will
commentary from NFL Network. I'll tune it down here, but I'll let you people see the highlights here. Again, North Carolina is not your hotbed for quarterbacks, but don't tell that to like Mitchell Trubisky. I do hope the Patriots get more out of Maye than the Bears get out of Trubisky. We saw him last fall as the Patriots, one of their few wins last year was at Pittsburgh, and Trubisky was just a shell of his former self. But Drake Maye, again, he, like I said, big, strong. He will need to learn to read defenses. He will need to, of course, adapt his game to the NFL side. Here's the Patriot War Room here. Again, they're clapping. Again, I still don't see Jonathan Kraft in here, but there is, of course, head coach Gerard Mayo. We saw Bob Kraft. And we will probably turn the volume up, we'll hear his interview with Kaylee Hartung of NFL Network, and then we will probably bring this part of our broadcast to a close. The only way we'll have to reopen this is if the Patriots trade back into the first round later on. As you can see, 1971 was the last time the top 3 picks were quarterbacks, and look who number 1 was. Former Patriot Jim Plunkett. Right. So the Patriots draft Drake Maye, and I'm sorry, 1999, Tim Couch. And 2021. But in 1971, again, the Patriots took Jim Plunkett. So now here this year, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake Maye. All right, we'll take a quick break and wrap things up with this part of the broadcast. Again, if we have to come back, if the Patriots trade back into the first round, we may add more onto this show here, okay? So we will take a quick break, and we'll see who the Cardinals selected for us, see if they took Marvin Harrison Jr. So stay tuned. We will be back in just a few. Okay, let's just take a quick gander at who the Cardinals take. Is this Marvin Harrison Jr.? Let's see.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State.
And of course, the Michigan faithful out there don't like Ohio State folk. All right, so Marvin Harrison Jr., number 4, goes to the Cardinals. All right. Okay, so real quick to cap this all off here before we close down this podcast here. First of all, I hope you enjoyed this different format for today. Because again, when you wake up Friday morning, you're already going to know that Drake Maye was taken. But this was live reaction here. And we all knew that Caleb Williams is going to the Bears. Then, of course, Washington stepped up, took Jaden Daniels. The Patriots stood up third and took Drake Maye from North Carolina, their quarterback. Body language looked pretty good. Maye looked like he was enthusiastic. Let's go, let's start winning games. Again, in future podcasts, maybe on Monday when we go over the 2nd through 7th rounds, we'll probably do that on Monday. I mean, if I run a podcast this weekend, we'll see if it warrants it. We'll see how tomorrow turns out. Or again, the Patriots may trade back into the first round. We don't know. But I would like to, again, admonish the Patriots to work Maye in carefully. Don't turn him into the next Mac Jones. Even if he sits out the whole year, let Jacoby Brissett handle the quarterbacking. My webmaster from PatsFans.com, Ian Logue, had another great suggestion. The Patriots picked up a quarterback last fall from the Jacksonville Jaguars, a former CFL refugee, Nathan Rourke, who the Jaguars tried to put on the practice squad, so they had to expose him to waivers, and the Patriots picked him up. It was Bill Belichick that picked him up, not Gerard Mayo. It was Bill Belichick that picked him up in December, so maybe that was a parting gift. But Rourke was one of the most heralded CFL quarterbacks of recent years, and so we'll see how that plays out as far as quarterback depth. But my inclination would be start Jacoby Brissett next year and let Drake Maye do a 1-year apprenticeship. We'll talk more about that in future podcasts. But I really firmly believe that the Patriots should not throw Maye right into the fire. Okay, I guess things were different in 2021. I know in Mac Jones' first year, he won some games, went to the Pro Bowl, but only as an alternate. His team did make the playoffs, but got blown out by Buffalo in the first round. Okay? And then it was all terrible after that for Mac Jones. The same cannot happen to Drake Maye. Okay, now the Patriots are redoing everything. They're rebuilding their front office and rebuilding their on-field coaching and rebuilding their team. Please give Drake Maye time to develop. Okay, he's coming here. We know it now. We got our quarterback in the future. But treat him the right way and let him take a year's apprenticeship. Okay? And I think most of you people out there have to agree with me. All right. Over the weekend, the Bruins and Celtics will get back after it. We hope that Celtics can bounce back. They have to go to Miami. If they do the same thing the Bruins did and win Game 3 on the road, they take back home court. So, keep your fingers crossed. All right, Red Sox, Cubs over the weekend. But again, you may pay more attention to the draft. You got rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow, rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7 on Saturday. So, all right, take care. Everybody, enjoy yourselves. If you're going to watch the rest of the draft, I'll be here for the rest of the first round. Take care and have a great night and have a great weekend. And we will see you soon, either Saturday if needs be, or Monday with the Monday Podcast. Take care. For all of us here at the podcast, this is Bob George saying goodbye, everybody.